How rich do you have to be like, hey, I'm turning off donations indefinitely? That's how you know you got that money, that Gouda, that Guala, that a new name. I bet you rich people, it's a name for money we don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? But I've been seeing this video come up a few on my timeline, and a lot of people have been talking about it. I'm like, oof. I have to see the source, but let's get into it. This is Moist Critical saying he's turning off his donations, whatever. Let's hear what he got to say. This is heavy.
Into the spaghetti and meatballs of today's topic, I'd like to let you all know I've been actively working on my Mickey Mouse impression, so please let me know your thoughts. Pluto! So with that out of the way...
Okay. That sounds scary. I can hear it, but yeah.
I'm going to show you all of my analytics from my lifetime of being on YouTube and almost a decade of being on Twitch. Now, the reason for this is, a week ago I made a video called I'm Turning It Off, and in that video I'm explaining why I'm disabling any and all means of people having the ability to donate money to me. No more super chats, no more YouTube memberships, for all intents and purposes, no more bits on Twitch. I say all intents and purposes because you can't actually fully disable that on Twitch. Once you start streaming on there, you're fucking shackled to the bits ecosystem. It cannot be turned off. So I made the minimum so high that no one can pay it, hopefully.
Damn. That's crazy. The minimum so high, no one would pay it. Also, I was thinking like, damn, you came a long freaking way to... You're at the point that you're making so much money that you're like, I don't even want the small people, the small fry, hard working money, that I'm gonna just cut it off. Like, oof.
Actively discouraging people from subbing on Twitch as well. Any and all avenues where people could just give me clams, I am just putting the kibosh on. I should have done this a long time ago, but better late than never. Might as well get the farty sharded now. The reason is super simple. I would much rather you keep your money, use it for yourself, or use it for things you deem important, whether it's charitable causes or what have you, but just stop forking it over to me. Now, since posting that video, there's been a lot of questions and even somewhat of a pushback from other streamers about how, like, this sets a bad precedent where it, like, starts to shame other streamers if they don't follow my footsteps here. Let me be clear, I'm not trying to make a...
Not people having peer pressure, like, oh, since he do it, they're gonna look at me, be like, oh, I've been here this much long, and that means I'm making that much, and I need to stop being greedy. What is wrong with people? People gonna talk. People, at the end of the day, people gonna talk. If I was in the same position as him, no, I don't. Well, then again, I don't know his position to where he made the decision that, okay, I'm making way too much money, I'm gonna cut this off. Hopefully I do get blessed for that, but I could just see it going to like a charitable cause or something, like what Kai have done with making that school in Nigeria. I was just going like to, oh my God, so much you could do with that extra. But I was thinking, number one, I would just put it into my own donation kind of thing, like my own charitable cause, something like that. But because, you know, it's going to, at the end of the day, it's going to be people that still want to support him. Like, yeah, I choose to put my money towards you because I love your entertainment. So I want to give you this money for those reasons. I don't feel this like, oh, if you don't follow suit, you being greedy. Like, no, not everybody is in the same position as him. Like, whoa, if you feel pressured to do that, that's on you.
Rallying cry here. I'm not your dad. You do what you want with your own streams. Keep donations and subs on out the wazoo forever. I don't care. That's your prerogative. This was just my own personal decision. Obviously, that wasn't like the most prevalent take or anything, but it is a conversation I saw stirring about after I posted that video, because there are some streamers that believe that normal people having the ability to give them money helps them feel included in the community, part of the crew, part of the ship, and it's like integral to the streaming experience to be able to like sub and donate and things like that. I've never really shared that perspective. I've always viewed streaming as content that you are providing to viewers for free, and if someone's nice enough to toss you a doubloon, you tip your fedora saying, "Holly jolly, thanks for the Reddit gold, kind stranger," and move on. But it's not an obligation and no one should feel like they need to be able to give you money to be included in the community. That feels
Exactly.
very parasocial to me. But that's just my own view on it. But what I will tell you, breaking the magician's code.
I don't know why. I know it could be the hair, it could be the race, but he just reminds me so much of Keanu Reeves in his John Wick era. I don't know.
There is no top streamer that needs your financial support to put food on the table or continue providing those streams for you. Also, the bulk of a streamer's income comes from ads in the first place. Anyway, though, I think this stems from people just not really knowing how much money a top streamer can make on Twitch, for example. So let me show you my analytics from my lifetime on Twitch. Now, Twitch analytics are a little wonky.
From 2017 to 2019 alone, 55. Even that's a lot, but I know he got more.
Here on the back end, so I wasn't able to just set the date range from 2017 to 2025 because it would just freeze. It would just have
That's
a connection.
crazy.
I bet the Twitch HQ a server just fucking caught flame with me trying to do that, so I had to break it up into chunks. So in 2017 is when I really started like actually streaming on Twitch. I had dabbled in 2016, but it wasn't until 2017 where I got like partnered and everything. So
Nice.
from 2017 to 2019, I made $55,500 for those 2 years. And I wasn't full-time streaming at this point or anything. It was just a bit of goofing around, having some fun, and it
A little
brought in
dibble-dabble.
$55,500. From 2019 to 2021 is when I took it a lot more seriously, as you can see.
19 to 21 in total. Sheesh.
My time streamed went from 600 hours on the 2 years to 3,600 hours, and I made $1.2 million for those 2 years. And this was before my Twitch contract, so the only ads that were running on my stream were like the pre-roll ads, the ones that Twitch would insert themselves. So this was still without ads, by the way. $1.2 million, almost 1.3. Then I got a Twitch
Jesus.
contract which necessitated a certain amount of ads, 3 minutes of ad time per hour. And from 2021 to basically 2025, I made 4.1.
This right here alone, if you don't believe in yourself, you're gonna have to believe in yourself now. Cause like me, that little twinkle, 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 little star, that little twinkle got sparked a little bit, saying like, people really up here making $1 million? Like what? Yeah, we know Kai making those millions, doing those subathons, doing the mafia-thon and everything, but people that's just chilling on their everyday, no subathon, it's possible for you to make $4 million within a span of 3 to 4 years. Oh my God.
$1 million. And to those astute observers amongst you with those keen peepers, you might notice that my subscriptions are less than half of what they were for the previous 2-year period. So even though I have 180,000 less subs across these 3 years than I did for the previous 2, I still made significantly more. And that is because of ads. Ads are the breadbasket to streamers. That is the jelly to the peanut butter sandwich that is streaming. And
I'm gonna just say, and then like, I feel so bad as a small streamer putting ads on, because you'll have a conversation when you finally do get some people in there and talking, then they hit you with the ad. I just instantly feel sad, like, damn, you got an ad. Damn, because you know, watching your favorite streamer and then you seeing the ad, you like, dang, I'm gonna miss it.
keep in mind, these numbers here, the 4.1, the 1.2, those don't even include brand deals or sponsorships. And I didn't have any like ancillary donations, but a lot of streamers do through like Streamlabs for like text-to-speech stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that doesn't include any of those other
That's
means
crazy.
of making money through the medium. This is solely through just Twitch itself. And I think something important to mention, contrary to popular belief, I am not a top streamer. I am also not even a full-time streamer, and I haven't been
That's crazy. He's not even considered a top streamer. What?
for over a year and a half. So my 2025 earnings, I didn't really put them here. It's about 100K. So another thing to add to the total here. But I'm not even a full-time streamer anymore, and I haven't been a top 20 streamer probably since the fucking Among Us boom. You know, back in the prehistoric internet age now. Like, the Among Us era is the only time where I broached, like, the top 20.
I remember Among Us, bro.
I've not been in that ball game for a while, and yet this is still a crazy amount of money, where there is no reason I should be taking money from just normal people working normal everyday jobs.
Especially in this economy, though.
To me, streaming is the easiest job there is. Hot take, I know, sorry, that was a blistering, scalding magma that I just spewed out there, but it is just the truth. I sit in swamp ass for a few hours every day, well, at least I used to when I was a full-time streamer, playing games. Or
swamp ass is crazy.
Now compare that Weenie Hut Jr. routine to a normal person who...
And then, too, you see these streamers doing them IRL streams and all that crazy stuff with the just chatting and stuff they do, the ones that's not even playing video games. Imagine how much they're making. Because they're doing some crazy stuff, and then you know they ads are... They're spitting out ads at people.
Was actually working their ass off every single day in a 9-to-5 environment, grinding in the hopes of chasing the American dream. And then they'll come home, maybe turn on my stream and donate a couple of dollars to me. And it just doesn't sit right with me taking that kind of money, given what I've made from all of this. And I really should have just stopped this a long time ago. Especially considering this is just the Twitch side of things. I told you, I'm going to show you my YouTube earnings. So be ready, because here it is!
Get ready, because here it is, bro. Look at that. Like, my mind cannot even really compute the numbers that's in front of me right now. Like, 35 million between 2007 and 2025, the lifetime. 35 M's, bro. And you see it started picking up right around here. Oh my lord.
Huge fucking number, an unfathomable amount of money. From starting this channel in 2007 all the way until today, I have made $35.8 million. I never even imagined that amount of money was possible to earn without just being born rich. I have said from day one, I got incredibly lucky. I will never be able to put into words just how lucky I got with all of this shit here. I'm not special. I got lucky. I have always said that, and I still believe that to this day. Now, something I saw...
It's crazy because some of the top streamers you hear when they have an interview, they'll be like, I got lucky. I was just consistent, trying new things, and got lucky.
A lot of people asking after the video I made about turning off all the donation stuff is how much money I'm leaving on the table. And while it's kind of hard to show it on Twitch considering both subs and bits are technically still on, even though I discourage both and have bits at a point where I don't think it's even possible to use them, I still can't get like a hard number on what's like gone.
That's crazy. Just look at the membership, bruh. Half a fucking mil.
Thing like that. But on YouTube, I can show
and then
you
gifts.
So with memberships and supers / gifts, I made over $1 million. Keep in mind, I've only had those things enabled for about a year. So it was $1 million in a year from just normal people donating it to me. Again, that just doesn't fucking sit right with me.
Shit, all right, since that don't feel bad, I mean, since it make you feel bad, let me release some of that money above you. Come on, man. I'll send you my Cash App. $HONEYBW. Go ahead and hit that Cash App. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Streamers and YouTubers that have significantly more money than me and have subs and donations on and whatever, I don't care. Like I said, this is not me trying to lead some kind of revolution where all of them turn it off. It's their choice to make. I wanted to explain fully why I don't want normal people just giving me their money anymore at all. Also, to be honest, I think just full goatseeing, showing how much streaming / YouTubing can make, just showing you the full, unedited, raw numbers is probably helpful for normal people so they can see how much money is in this space, because I think there's often so many question marks from people.
Man, if I was a parent and I was doubting my child, and say I didn't know nothing about streaming and all that stuff, and I was doubting my child, and then they showed me this video, I say, get on that computer right now and start making them videos. Get on that computer and start making them videos right now. Like, that's crazy.
How much does a streamer or YouTuber make? They'll either say like they're making billions of dollars or they're making nothing. There's never like an in-between, because there's never any like really hard numbers to look at. So I think something like this can be helpful for that, especially because over the years I've noticed there's been a multitude of creators that have come out and tried to like underplay how well off they are financially.
Yeah, so they keep getting the money.
They believe it could be somewhat of a brand risk, where if they are perceived as being someone that's very rich,
if they don't relate to them,
wouldn't like them as much because they're no longer relatable. This is something I've seen here and there over the years from a bunch of different creators, and I just find it a bit disingenuous. So hopefully something like this can
say their name. Say who you talking about. Come on, say the name, Moist. Who you talking about?
Help show that if someone is in like the top sphere of YouTube or Twitch, they are very, very well off financially.
Yeah, you definitely want to say Kai Cenat, bro, because this man just had this 1 million subs, over 1 million subs on Twitch. And then he's like, bro, you still trying to act like you were in the same bracket as, well, I wouldn't say same bracket, but you're in the same position as like the grinder. That's crazy, bro.
Hopefully something like this can help show that if someone is in like the top sphere of YouTube or Twitch, they are very, very well off financially. Anyway, though, if you add both of these numbers up, I've made a total of $41.3 million. But that's not to say that's what I have. Now, I do live in Florida, which means there is no individual income tax.
What?
Big time Florida W right there. And I know I'm big time gushing granny.
Do I need to move to Florida? What the fuck?
Is Florida Glazer. I've lived here my whole life, and that is something very nice about it. But it's not to say that the tax man comes in gentle with the lube. He still goes whole hog raw. It is still brutal when the tax man comes a knocking. He'll blow up your guts. And that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Obviously, a good chunk instantly goes to taxes. There's also like salaries for the people that I pay on my team, other expenses, and also for the first 4 to 5 years.
But just to be able to make that much, that is amazing.
Of me earning money through my YouTube channel, I donated every single dollar to charity. So while I may have earned $41 million over the course of my time online, I don't have nearly that much. But I still have more money than I will ever know what to fully do with. And I actually thought it'd be kind of fun to go through like a deep dive on what it looks like. You know, taxes, expenses, all that kind of thing, to see how it all breaks down. But maybe that's a topic best left for a different video. So for now, I'll probably just conclude it here. Hopefully this was insightful.
Dude, I got an idea for you, Moist. Come help support the smaller streamers. Come on, man. Help us out a little bit. I'll give back. Trust me. But this face live.
Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah.
That's crazy. Imagine being in his shoes, like being to the point where you make so much money you don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I used to always pray for that when I was younger. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. You know, you be hungry. Like, shit, I'm hungry right now. But I said, let me get these videos out because it's been a minute. But, oh, Lord. Yo, you make so much money, you don't even know what to do with it. That's got to be a blessing for sure. But, yeah, comment down below. What would you do? Like, when you at the point where you're saying you're making way too much money, you need to do something with this. You want to give back, so you're like, you know what? I'm just turn it off so they don't have to donate to me no more. They just support me, you know, by watching me and stuff. But yeah, oof. Shout out to him for doing that. Shout out to Moist. Also, thank you for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace in a mouth. Get out of here. Get out of here, chump.